No, it's an app. It's called Kira Kira. Oh my god, I was staring. I was like, I know.
11:08 WTOC Fair First Alert Live radar is a little bit drier than it was earlier. Going to step out of the shot here, kind of give you an overall look at what's going on. Low country coastal empire, pretty much rain free at the moment. We do have some thunderstorms, some showers offshore and pushing away from the coastline. Maybe a rumble or two of thunder still heard at the beaches down there, Camden County near Kingsland, also up into Glenn County portions of St. Simons. But it's distant thunder. That rain is actually moving away from you. So I want to switch the radar mode here, and we're going to go ahead and zoom out and track what's going on. Because we actually do have some big weather changes coming to the forecast. Cold front, and this is kind of a rough drawing here. This is not the exact location, but a cold front is moving through the southeast U.S. Behind it, much colder air. Ahead of it, we have a little tap, if you will, of Pacific moisture all the way from the Pacific Ocean. And that's kind of riding along the front, being squeezed out in the form of showers and thunderstorms. Now, the vast majority of the moisture has moved offshore, but we may get clipped by just a little bit more going into the afternoon. So an isolated rain chance, really just maybe a sprinkle or two in the clouds that'll persist here for a little while longer. Now, behind the front, we are really going to chill down here. In fact, I can look at regional temperature differences here. I'm on my weather computer and I'm looking for that specific graphic that I can bring to you and kind of help tell the weather story. So again, much colder air is filtering into the United States. It already has been impacting portions of the north central U.S. You've heard about the blizzard conditions, as far east and northeast as Chicago. And as we look at our forecast again, I'm going to go ahead and take off some of this info. Cold front has moved into the state of Georgia, 70 now in the city of Savannah, at least at the airport, 44 in Atlanta, 21 in Kansas City, and we're in the teens and even some single digits here in the northern plains. So much colder air is filtering in. That front is in the middle Georgia right now. We'll be pushing into our neck of the woods here a little bit later this afternoon into this evening. Temperatures late afternoon may actually drop off before the sun even sets, with an increasing breeze, drying conditions, and maybe a little bit of sunshine just before the sun sets and the sky completely clears a little bit later this evening. So what we need to keep in mind is that we do have a risk of a freeze, not necessarily tonight into tomorrow. We're going to be close there. It could be some frost tonight, but freeze watch is in effect for all counties shaded in this purplish blue tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning. It expires at 9 a.m. Now, that's not to say you shouldn't protect any plants tonight, because we might be down in the mid to upper 30s tomorrow morning. There's going to be a breeze, and the really sensitive vegetation, could still be impacted. They're not expecting necessarily a freeze, but the typical colder spots that always tend to be a few degrees colder than most areas could easily hit 31, 32, 33 tomorrow morning. Close enough to where if you want to be just extra cautious, go ahead and make the plant preparations tonight into or this afternoon to this evening for tonight. Good morning, Denise. Hello, Kilo. James says, how low will it go? I'm going to show you the forecast specifically here in just a moment. Jared, just tell me it's going to be 70 and I'll be on my way. Sorry, Jared Wells, not going to be 70. Well, now it's 70, so get out and enjoy it, but it's going to be colder thereafter. So if you like the warmth, I suggest you get out today or wait until the weekend. Fatima, hello to you. Megan, hello, watching from Port Royal. You all are under a freeze watch tomorrow night into early Wednesday. Latricia says, snow possibility for Pooler, and that is an easy no. This is just cold. Mitch and Shan, what about Baxley? Same story. Technically, you're not under the freeze watch. We're just waiting to see what the National Weather Service office in Jacksonville does. Different weather service offices sometimes have different procedures. They do different things, and we'll be waiting. But I would say go ahead and protect the plants tonight just in case, even more so. Likely to have freezing conditions there later into the Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, the Wednesday morning time frame, and that is when we may see this freeze watch likely upgraded to a warning and expanded into the Baxley and Appling County region. Tony watching in Alaska, thank you for watching. Let's see, Joyce in Hinesville. Yasmin in Savannah. So again, let's go back to what's going on right now. I think folks may want to see what's going on for their Monday afternoon, their Monday maybe into the evening. And as we load up this weather graphic, you'll notice everyone here pretty warm, upper 60s, lower 70s, beaches mid to upper 60s. Notice the blue up here in the far, upper left-hand corner of the screen. That's the colder air that'll be filtering in Swainsboro, Vidalia, Hazelhurst, Douglas first, and then Sylvania, Statesboro, Claxton, Baxley, Waycross, and then Savannah, Hinesville, Fort Stewart, down to Odom, Jessup, and then the coast lastly this evening. So we're going to get through the afternoon. It's not incredibly warm, but it's mild to warm. Clouds and some of the drizzle may make it feel just a little bit cooler than it actually is, but nothing to write home about. It's this evening that we're going to notice the temperatures really begin to tumble. In fact, keep in mind, upper 60s to near 70 now. Here's your evening forecast. Back in the mid 50s, 7, low 50s at 8. We're in the 40s, 9, 10, 11, booking it towards 40 flat there midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning, and that's in Savannah. Joy says it's very nice outside. Glad to hear that you're enjoying this weather. Tamika, good morning in Beaufort. Thanks for watching. Karen says she loves the live forecast videos, that they're informative. Thank you for watching, Karen. Appreciate that thought, and certainly we'll keep doing these. We have one in the morning about 11 a.m. and then again one every evening. Both of those are weather themed, and we have several others throughout the day that focus on news. And of course, if weather is the news, then more weather content there as well. So 60% chance of rain. That was really this morning. We're going to be tapering down these rain chances going into the afternoon hours. Tuesday, tomorrow, remember 36 tomorrow morning. That's a low and cooler at the official Savannah site, the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. That's the actual low, but with the breeze factored in, upper 20s, lower 30s. Wind chills tomorrow morning. That's going to be something to contend with, something to certainly dress for. Dylan, thank you for watching. I'm glad you like the forecast, and hopefully you like the weather that is in the forecast. Temperatures tomorrow morning, mid to upper 30s, the most common. Maybe some upper 20s mixed in here, well inland, the typical colder spots. More of us seeing a light freeze Wednesday morning, only rebounding into the mid-50s Wednesday afternoon. Once again, a light freeze or frost, likely at Thursday morning, up around 60 Thursday afternoon. Becoming breezy Thursday into Friday, and that's going to bring warmer air. Again, not a change of air mass to colder, but a change of air mass to warmer as we get into the weekend. Again, much warmer, a little bit more humid, and we're going to introduce a chance of showers, maybe a couple thunderstorms in your Saturday, Sunday forecast. So kind of a temperature roller coaster, just a little bit going on here over the next several days. But the story here for the next 72 hours is going to be the cold air and gardeners, the really sensitive vegetation. We're talking about tropicals, coleus plants, if you're familiar with those, and the other really sensitive vegetation. Maybe you have fruit or vegetables that are still producing. Talking with some folks on Facebook about that. Some still are. Those are the plants that you want to protect. So no advisories for tonight, but we're going to be really cold, and if you just don't want to chance it, I suggest you cover. And then we do have that freeze watch in effect, likely expanded and upgrade to a freeze warning as we get into our Tuesday night and our Wednesday. So that's the weather story, but hey, it comes with sunshine, and we are drying out. So I want to remind you, as we continue to track this shift to colder air, you continue to get updates in the WTOC weather app. It's a great resource, free and easy to download. All you have to do is search WTOC Radar in your app or Google Play Store. And look, it even alerts you if you're under a freeze watch there at the top what's going on. And earlier we had a video in the app detailing today's forecast. I believe that's still loading up. You have the 10-day outlook there, and if you missed the newscast, you can also get a forecast clipped directly from the news. So a lot of good information there, meaning you don't even have to be in front of a TV to get the forecast, to get the updates on the chillier air. And Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley is in the Weather Center. I'm handing him the baton, and he's going to be taking over the forecast here, the news at noon and on through the afternoon. So he will keep you updated, and you can watch the temperatures tumble, so to speak, coming up a little bit later on the news. For now, though, go outside. I know it's gloomy, but we're done with most of the rain. Go ahead and bring the weather app with you so we can update you on our next weather topic, which is that colder air heading our way.